Howdy, everybody. I saw on the Hillary Clinton site 112 reasons and counting Hillary Clinton should be our next president. I haven't read through them yet. I figured I'd read through them just sort of off the cuff. It says in 2016, we won't just choose our next president. America will choose a direction for our country on issues from gun violence prevention to women's rights to building an economy that helps the middle class get ahead and stay ahead. Hillary has proved she's the candidate who can take on tough fights and get things done. But that's not the only reason she should be our next president. Here are the first 112 reasons and counting that Hillary should be president. What's your reason? Add it at the end of this post or text hashtag I'm with her to 47246. Number one, as former Secretary of State, U.S. Senator, First Lady, and lifelong advocate for women and families, no one is more qualified to be president than Hillary. Yes, Hillary knows everything about women and families. She and her husband got along so well and had such a good family life. Number two, Hillary knows child care, equal pay, and paid leave are fundamental economic issues, not just women's issues. Number three, reason number 003 why we need Hillary. We can't afford a Republican in the White House. I mean, that's a very good reason because, if the label next to their name says Republican, we can't afford it. But if it says Democrat, apparently we can. You know, Bernie Sanders was gonna, really, he's a Democrat. He was gonna really rack up the debt, but somehow he was gonna be affordable. But nah, it's gonna be Hillary now, and she's, you know, but if it was a Republican, oh, for our democracy should work for everyone, not just the wealthy and well connected. I think that speaks for itself. I mean, poor dead broke Hillary. Imagine you could vote for a broke person like Hillary Clinton who wears, you know, her welfare 12,000 jackets. Five, our next president could make multiple appointments to the Supreme Court. Six, we need comprehensive background checks on gun purchases. Gotta get those guns. Seven, she'll fight to overturn Citizens United to curb the outside influence of big money in politics. Eight, because the wealthy should pay their fair share in taxes. Yeah. Yeah, Hillary Clinton really needs the wealthy to start paying taxes so she can afford to, she's just poor. She needs money. Nine, we need comprehensive immigration reform that includes a path to full and equal citizenship. Because you know what, who doesn't ever go for that. 10, she set a big goal. More than 500,000,000 solar panels installed across the country by the end of her first term. I mean, it's not like the people could, you know, do things themselves. She has to mandate solar panels. 11, she set another big goal. Oh, yeah, we gotta vote for her because she sets big goals to generate enough renewable energy to power every home in America within 10 years of her taking office. Oh, wow. She's going to be out of office by the time that this happens. But how's she going to do that? How is she going to do that when she's no longer elected? She must be amazing. 12. The economy is stronger when a Democrat is in the White House. The Great Depression, huh? There's some. I mean, I would say there was something to say about the Great Depression and the Democrat being in the White House. I guess everything must have been really awesome when during the Great Depression. Hillary will defend Planned Parenthood and women's health care from Republican attacks. Yeah, she's gonna get that money, tax money from all the Republicans. It would be a shame if the Republicans said that, people no longer were forced to pay for Planned Parenthood. That'd be scary. People would have to pay for their own health care. That would just be wrong. 14. Hillary's new college compact would mean students would never have to borrow to pay for tuition to attend a 4-year public college in their state, and the millions of Americans who have student debt can refinance. Ooh, free college! Ooh, she's like Bernie Sanders. So you have to vote for Clinton because, well, Clinton's can win. That's why you have to vote for her. She has Bernie Sanders' ideas of free college. 15, because taxpayers shouldn't pay for millionaires and billionaires' kids to go to college. Wow! Wow! Oh, right after the number 14 there. 16, guaranteed pay family leave. Yeah. I mean, all these businesses really, there's almost no business that doesn't have paid family leaves, but yes. I mean, it's not like you can ask your employer to pay you more money. People would rather get paid less money per hour as long as they could have that family leave. I mean, it's, all these single people, they really, really need that pay family leave in case, uh, whatever, but they want it. They'd rather have paid family leave even though they'd probably never, not gonna have a child. 17. She declared on the world stage that gay rights are human rights. Whoa! Whoa, that's amazing. She's so amazing for doing that. I mean, there's all kinds of people that have made statements like that, but when she says it, it's, oh, you just have to vote for her. 18. Experts say Hillary's plan to keep Wall Street accountable is the toughest of all Democratic candidates. Oh, yes, you gotta keep that Wall Street accountable somehow. Somehow they're stealing money, even though there's no way they could steal money from people. But we gotta make sure they're not stealing money. Luckily she gets all her money from Wall Street, so she can forward all these agendas to keep Wall Street accountable, where she's gonna give all this free stuff. But yeah, she'll keep Wall Street accountable for sure. 19. As First Lady, she helped get health care cards for 8 million American children. Whoa! Wow! She bought health care for children. That must be why she's so poor. That's why she's broke, 'cause she gave up her riches to the 8 million American children. She got them health care. 20. Our veterans should have access to timely and high quality health care. Whoa, she's like the only candidate that talks about getting health care to veterans. Wow. 21. She's the only Democrat with hedge fund billionaires running ads against her because they know her agenda is to stop their agenda. Yeah, she goes against people like George Soros and and Bill Clinton. You know, She has attack ads against her, so you definitely gotta vote for her. 22, after decades of fighting for progressive issues and 11 straight hours of testimony in front of a Republican-led congressional committee, she proved nobody can stand up to Republicans better than she can. I mean, you should see Donald Trump. You know, he has all kinds of Republicans attacking the heck out of him, but oh, Hillary Clinton, oh my gosh. The Republicans attack her and she's like, whatever. I mean, Donald Trump, you know he's there sweating. Donald Trump, he's sweating the whole time. But Hillary Clinton, ooh, she, her forehead's dry. And, she's all about progressive issues. I mean, she progressed from thinking that marriage is between one man and one woman to she believes in equality for marriage, that same-sex marriage is good. That's her being progressive. She's progressing from her previous stance. 23. Hillary believes that raising middle-class incomes is a defining economic challenge of our time, and she has a plan to do just that. She has a plan. 24. Suspected terrorists, domestic abusers, other violent criminals, and the severely mentally ill shouldn't be able to purchase a gun. Whoa, that's a reason to vote for her. I don't know what that statement means in relation to Hillary Clinton, but because it's there, you gotta vote for her. 25. Because every 4-year-old in America should be able to go to a high quality preschool in the next 10 years. Yes! I don't know how that relates to Hillary Clinton, but again, every 4-year-old should totally have the best preschool ever. 26. We need to invest in infrastructure and rebuild or expand our roads, bridges, rail, broadband, public transit, and water and energy infrastructure. Yes, because there's no other candidate that thinks this stuff needs to be fixed. You can only vote Hillary Clinton because of this statement on here. 27. We need to protect Americans' rights to vote, not billionaires and corporations' right to buy elections. Yeah, we need to protect the right to vote, but not the right of the billionaires to vote. And corporations, they can't vote, but, we totally have to, not worry about corporation. We have to totally worry about corporations. They can't vote, but worry about them. And that's why you should vote for Hillary Clinton. 28. Have you seen the Republican debates? Yeah. Yeah, really, just have you seen them? You totally, if you've, you know, regardless of your answer to this question, it's a question that means you have to vote for Hillary Clinton. 29. Hillary will work to keep families together and defend President Obama's executive actions that protect dreamers. She's going to protect Obama's executive actions. She's just going to be Obama again. That's why you vote for her, because she's going to totally be Obama again. And it's like voting for her is like voting for Obama's third term. Everyone totally loves Obama. That's why you have to vote for Hillary. 30. She has spent her life fighting for a fairer America. Except for when she was against same-sex marriage. But that goes back to her being progressive. She progressed. She figured out she now totally knows what fairer America means, and she will totally get a much fairer America. 31. She's been fighting for women and children her entire career, ever since she started working at the Children's Defense Fund after law school. Wow. I mean, it's not like other people fight for women and children, but she's the only one that fights for women and children, so you totally have to vote for her. 32. She believes we need a new and comprehensive commitment to equity and opportunity for communities of color. Oh, all these blue and green and orange people. They need, we need to worry about them. We need equity for them and opportunity. Colorful people just, we need to impose ourselves on these people. And so you have to vote for Hillary. 33. She'll empower veterans and strengthen our economy and communities by connecting their unique skills to the jobs of the future. She is totally about the veterans. There's no other candidate for veterans. I mean, Donald Trump was doing fundraisers for veterans, and he has veterans helping campaign for him and, speak about how Donald Trump is good for the veterans, but no, that's all lies. Hillary Clinton, she's totally truthful in saying that she's going to do good things for the veterans. 34. Prescription drugs still cost too much. Oh, yeah, totally. Hillary Clinton, you need to vote for her because drugs are too expensive. Hillary has a plan to reduce the cost of prescription drugs. I mean, she totally has a plan. What it is, who knows, but she said she has a plan. How it's going to get done doesn't matter because Hillary Clinton will do it. 35, a senator, she championed the Paycheck Fairness Act and co-sponsored the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act to help close the wage gap so women earn equal pay. Women totally need to be paid more because, a guy, working up on a high rise, he totally, a woman should be paid the same when she's, working as a secretary. She should get paid the same as a man that's working up on a high rise or working as a firefighter or a sewer worker. The women totally, or a CEO. The guy working as a CEO, the women need to totally get paid more than men doing those hard jobs. Women totally should get paid more than men. So you gotta totally vote for Hillary. 36. Community college should be tuition free for every American. Free college! Free college. You have to vote for Hillary because she can win. Bernie Sanders isn't going to win, and she's offering you free college too. 37. It's time to close the Charleston loophole that lets otherwise prohibitive individuals buy a gun if their background check is not completed in 3 days. You totally need to vote for her for the Charleston loophole. The background check it totally means that they're a criminal if the background check is not completed in 3 days. So you gotta vote for Hillary. Number 38, reason number 0038. Why we need Hillary. She's the only candidate with a clear and comprehensive strategy to defeat ISIS and radical jihadism and keep America safe. Yes, Hillary Clinton is against the Muslims. She's going to bomb the Muslims. So we need to vote for Clinton. She's gonna go bomb the heck out of all of them over there. 39, you know, which is totally the opposite of what Donald Trump is gonna do. Donald Trump was gonna like, oh, we need to be nice to ISIS. We need to be nice to all those Muslims in the Middle East. We're not gonna bomb them anymore. But Clinton, she's like, we're gonna bomb the heck out of them. 39. Hillary negotiated a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas that ended the rain of rockets on Israel. Totally. You gotta vote for her because Hillary loves Israel. I know how all the people, especially if you're a leftist, you gotta love how Hillary loves Israel. Yeah. Yeah. 40. Smart power is a smart strategy. You know, just that statement alone, and you don't have to know what it means, but you totally have to vote for Hillary Clinton. 41. We need a president who will crack down on companies that send profits overseas to avoid paying their fair share. Yeah, they need to pay their fair share of what? Who knows? But you need to vote for Hillary Clinton because of that. Because companies need to pay their fair share. We don't want companies, helping, improving the economy overseas. The economy of these other, is better that we bomb them instead. We need to bomb these poor countries and not let them. We don't want them to have capitalism. It would be bad if these other countries experience free market capitalism. So we got to vote for Hillary Clinton. 42. She'll defend Social Security and Medicare against Republican attacks. Ah, totally. It's not like Republicans are, Republicans totally do not defend Social Security and Medicare. Only Hillary Clinton will will protect it. 43. We need a president with a plan to protect the transgender community from violence. Yes. Hillary Clinton totally loves the transgenders. That's just what she's totally about. She's totally about the transgenders. It doesn't have anything to do with pandering. She's gonna stop transgender violence. She doesn't really know state how, but just because this statement is there, you gotta vote for Hillary. 44. If Congress continues its refusal to act on comprehensive immigration reform, Hillary has a plan to act and do everything possible under the law to protect families. Yes, Hillary Clinton is gonna be popping out those executive orders. Everyone loves it when the president does executive orders. So you gotta vote for Hillary Clinton so she can do executive orders, and she's gonna protect these families. She loves the illegal immigrants. She loves all the illegal immigrants. She wants all the illegal immigrants to come into this country. She's gonna give them all free stuff, and she's gonna protect them. 45. She knows how to find common ground to get the job done, but also how to stand her ground. Yeah, I don't know. You know, she just totally knows. 46. Hillary is prepared to tackle all challenges, including national security, because presidents don't get to choose which issues come to their desks. Yeah, yeah. She doesn't get to choose the issues. I mean, she totally. I mean, she chooses which issues she want to deal with, but you know, they'll come to her desk, but she totally will deal with every single issue that comes to her desk. And she'll just take it on, and she's totally gonna stop all, get rid of terrorism because she knows, she knows the national security. 47. She has a plan to reform mandatory minimum sentencing. Totally. She totally has a plan. She totally will reform it to what? Nobody cares. As long as it's reformed, that's, you know, I mean, she's totally the only candidate that ever says anything about reforming mandatory minimum sentencing. I mean, I know there might have been like a Republican that said it. He might have been, his name might have been like Rand Paul, but you know, now you gotta vote for Hillary Clinton because she's totally gonna reform mandatory minimum sentencing. Number 48. We need a small business president. we need a small business president. Oh, totally. You got just make sure you vote for Hillary Clinton because she is totally about small business. You know, she's totally gonna get all those big unions off the back of the small businesses. You know, she's gonna she's gonna she's gonna totally keep people from forcing small businesses out of business. 49. Because every American citizen should be automatically registered to vote when they turn 18, unless they opt out. Hillary will get it done. Hillary is gonna register everyone to vote. You don't even have to work for it. How awesome! You get free college and you don't even have to work to get registered to vote. I'll bet you she'll even register you for the draft. She's gonna get all the women registered for the draft too, 'cause she's about equality. Number 50, reason number 0050, why we need Hillary. We need to protect and build on the Affordable Care Act, not put more Americans' health coverage in the hands of Republican governors. Yeah, 'cause it's not like the health insurance was in the hands of the insurance company. You know, we totally need to make every insurance company give you the exact same insurance, and also make every single insurance company the cost of their coverage be exactly the same, because that totally will protect the business and the economy by forcing the businesses, these insurance companies to work as we tell them to work. Because the government definitely knows better than the businesses how to do insurance. Number 51, she's a progressive. And she's a progressive who gets things done. Who knows what she actually. No one really knows anything she's gotten done, but she'll get it done. And she's a progressive. She progresses from not believing in same-sex marriage to believing in same-sex marriage. I mean, imagine what she'll progress to when she's president. Number 52. Immigration enforcement must be humane and targeted, and she'll end family detention and close private detention centers. She's gonna close all those prisons. I don't, what is she gonna do with all the criminals in it? Who knows? But you need to vote for her because she's gonna close them. 53. Hillary has a plan to reduce the risk of future financial crisis. She's gotta make it impossible for the economy to go bad. So you gotta vote for her. I'll bet you that means she's a socialist like Bernie Sanders. So you gotta vote for her if you were gonna vote for Bernie Sanders for For welfare, you get to vote. You can vote for Hillary Clinton. Number 54. Because we should hold corporations and individuals on Wall Street accountable and prosecute them when they break the law. Totally. Nobody really knows what laws they broke, but because the economy went bad, they must have broken the law somewhere. So you gotta vote for Hillary Clinton. Number 55. She's one tough mother. I mean, you know, you can look at Donald Trump. He doesn't seem to really. I mean, he doesn't. I mean, Donald Trump is totally sweating, but yeah, remember. But Hillary Clinton, she is tough. She's always has a drive. Her forehead's dry. Number 56. She fought for health care for 9/11 first responders as a U.S. Senator, and she's been a vocal advocate for a permanent renewal of the Zardoga Act. Nobody knows what the heck the Zardoga Act is, but because she's an advocate for it, you need to vote for her. 57. It's time to end for-profit private prisons in America. I mean, totally. It's not like any other candidate ever said anything like that. We need to pay. We need to end for-profit private prisons. We need to make prison. We need to make it so the the economy doesn't. The free market doesn't control the price of keeping people in prisons. We need to just eliminate the free market so prison can be really, really expensive and cost taxpayers a whole lot more money. And that's and doing that is totally way more important than looking at the laws and making it less likely that people are going to be put in prison for breaking, relatively, harmless, for doing something that is relatively harmless, but getting thrown in jail for it. Number 58. The Affordable Care Act is working. I mean, totally, it's working. It made healthcare more affordable by making it much more expensive and making your copays higher. But you could still use a lower copay and deductible. So I mean, you gotta vote for Hillary Clinton because she thinks it's working. But if you don't think it's working, she also doesn't think it's working. 59. Hillary will defend and fight to restore collective bargaining rights for workers. She's totally gonna make sure that all those unions that fund her campaign will be able to have their bargaining rights. 60. She knows historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs, serve an important public mission and will make a significant commitment to them. Yes, put the blacks in their own spaces. Vote for Hillary. Put the blacks where they belong. 61. We need to end the sentencing disparity between crack and powder cocaine. She's totally about the drug war. She's gonna keep the drug war going. That's why she wants to just end the sentencing disparity. So you totally have to vote for Clinton. Reason number 0062. Why we need Hillary. Hillary will never stop speaking out about the need to prevent gun violence. Never. She will never stop. You can't stop her from talking about gun violence. She's She's a gun violence speaker out or against her, so totally vote for her. I mean, no other president, no other candidate speaks out like she does. 63. Because it's time to end conversion therapy for LGBT minors. Totally, you need to make it impossible for people who willingly want to try something in order to fix what they think is wrong with them. They shouldn't be, they shouldn't have the freedom to do that. 64. Hillary will put a stop to Republicans' systematic efforts to stop millions of people from voting. Totally. That's why she's gonna force you to be registered to vote. Oh, and those Republicans, they're totally standing in the doorways of the voting stations and stopping millions of people from voting. So you have to totally vote for Hillary Clinton. Oh man, I'm such a hardcore Hillary supporter that my my whole throat goes dry just listing out all these reasons here. Oh, where was I? Number 65. We need a president who will fight to restore the protections of the Voting Rights Act after they were gutted by the Supreme Court. Totally, we need a president that'll overturn the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court totally doesn't know what is constitutional unless it has to do with gay marriage. She's going to overturn the Supreme Court because the Supreme Court is totally wrong unless it has to do with forcing every single state to accept gay marriage. That's why we need to vote for Hillary. Number 66. Hillary helped negotiate the toughest sanctions Iran has ever faced, cause that's what the Democrat Party is all about, sanctions. We need to make everything tough on all these foreign countries. We need to tell them that we're gonna bomb the heck out of them if you don't do what we say. We need to invade these countries and control all these other countries. So we gotta vote for Hillary. Number 67. She's earned the wrath of the gun lobby. Iran, pharmaceutical companies, and special interests, and that should tell you something about who she's fighting for. Because everyone hates Iran and drug companies for creating these medicines that help you feel better and cure your diseases. Oh gosh, the pharmaceutical companies hate her, so you totally have to vote for Clinton. And the guns, she's gonna go after the guns. Urgh, get the guns. And yeah, that totally tells you who she's fighting for. She's fighting against these pharmaceutical companies and the special interests. You know, she's not fighting for Goldman Sachs. I mean, she gets donations from them, but you know, obviously she's not fighting for them. Number 68. Oh, she has a plan to invest in American manufacturing and revitalize communities that have lost manufacturing jobs. She's totally gonna put all those Democrats in Detroit, Michigan in their place and make sure that all the manufacturing companies come back to Detroit. Detroit is a total piece of crap. I mean, who knows what happens? Who knows really
what happened. The Democrats in that in that in that in that city just totally didn't know what the right thing was to do, but Hillary Clinton knows what to do, and she's gonna totally tell them what to do, and they're gonna totally listen to her, and all the manufacturing jobs are gonna come back to Detroit. All the car companies are gonna start building their cars in Detroit again, 'cause they'll be like, oh gosh, that's totally the place to be now, especially since they're forcing us to, run our factories in that city. Number 69, she knows what's going on in Laos. I mean, she knows. Nobody else, you don't know. I mean, you just don't know. You probably, I mean, you don't even know that you didn't even know Laos existed. You don't even know what Laos is. You might, is it a bug? Is it like another way to say lice? Who knows? But you gotta vote for her. Number 70. She believes we should let families buy into the Affordable Care Act healthcare exchanges, regardless of immigration status. She's gonna, she's gonna take your tax dollars and give it to, these illegal immigrants, because they totally should be subsidizing your, you know, affordable health care, and she's gonna give it to the people that are visiting, you know, when they get a visa, what they call it, a travel visa or a vacation visa, when they're vacationing in the United States, they totally should be able to buy health care off the healthcare exchange. Yeah, I'll bet, with her, soon she's gonna learn that the whole world should have affordable health care. So she's gonna open up she's probably gonna be so progressive that she opens up the Affordable Care Act exchanges to the entire world. I mean, imagine that. Imagine, they say just a couple $1 billion can cure poverty. Imagine if that $1 billion, gives everybody in the world free health care. Number 71, prison is not a substitute for treatment for drug addiction and mental health issues. Hillary knows that and will do something about it. She's totally going to do something. Totally. You better vote for her because, you know, no one else ever says they're going to do anything about it. I mean, she knows. I mean, guys, she just knows. 72. We can create a new national standard of no fewer than 20 days of early in-person voting in every state. Everyone's gonna have to be everyone. You gotta vote for it because especially 20 days in advance. It's totally important that you vote for her in order to get. You know, I mean, you never knew that was an issue. The whole 20 days of early at least 20 days of early in-person voting. But you totally got to vote for Clinton. Number 73. Because those at the top are doing just fine. To your family who knows a fighter in the White House. Yeah, yeah, Hillary Clinton. She's just, I mean, a little to lower class person like you and me. She's struggling. You know, that time she was out there campaigning, in her, she's really struggling. She had to wear a $12,000 you know coat. She's out there campaigning in a $12,000 coat. You know, she's really struggling. She knows what it's like to, struggle. Number 74, reason number 0074, why we need Hillary It's time we had a grandmother in chief. I mean, what else is there to say? There's, I mean, if any of those other reasons, were cast, had you cast any doubt, this is the reason to vote for her. Number 75. Hillary has a plan to combat America's deadly epidemic of drug and alcohol addiction. She has a plan. Nobody else has a plan. But she's up there always campaigning on talking about her plan and how she's going to do it. How she's going to end the epidemic of drug and alcohol addiction. Number 76. In the words of former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, I've never met anyone more prepared to be president. I mean, she must be pretty old because, there's been a lot of presidents, and, this country was basically born back in 1776. And I suppose George Washington was probably not really prepared to be president, and Hillary Clinton is, I have to trust it's Madeleine Albright who's, met every single president that's ever, been president of the United States, and Hillary Clinton's just, the one that's most prepared. Number 77. She has a plan to make our financial system fairer. Oi. Sorry. I'm trying to keep calm. I'm just a huge Hillary supporter, but I'm trying to keep calm. Financial system fairer and more accountable. She has a plan. She's always talking about her plan to make financial system fairer and more accountable. She's gonna totally do something about that, and you have to vote for her because nobody else is advocating to do something like that. Number 78. High quality K through 12 education needs to be a priority for every child in America. Yes, she's the only one that's going to make sure education's a priority. No other candidate. The Republicans, and the Republicans for sure, they are totally against education. They don't want to send your kids to school. They want to force you to pay for your kid to get educated. They want to force you to educate your own child while all these rich Republicans can afford to pay for their child's education. Hillary Clinton knows, she knows what it's like to be poor. She knows what it's like to, that, her children just had to, it was a struggle for her to get her children educated, but, she's gonna do, make sure it's right, because she knows there's poor people like you, that she's a poor person just like you and me. Number 79. As Secretary of State, Hillary lobbied for the first ever UN Human Rights Council resolution on LGBT human rights. I mean, totally, the UN totally has a say on the laws here in the United States. I mean, it's one thing, being on the UN is like, it's like being president of the world. I mean, it's better than being president of the United States. So she should totally be not only should she be the president of the United States, but she should be the president of the world. That's why you should vote for her, because she was like practically the president of the world at that one time, and when and that and she totally, she totally made the entire world become tolerant of LGBT people. She's totally gonna make, she's gonna totally drop bombs on all these Middle Eastern countries that like to behead and hang all these LGBTs people in their countries and imprison them. She's gonna start dropping bombs on them, and because it's wrong for them to, you know that she lobbied for the resolution, and and number 80, this is an example. She made LGBT rights a priority of U.S. foreign policy. She's totally gonna go invade all these Muslim countries that are killing gays. Number 81, in the words of the advocate, Hillary has an awesome LGBT agenda to protect and expand LGBT rights. I mean, you don't know what what advocate is, but you totally do need to vote for her because of that, because of what the advocate said. Number 82. She's not afraid to stand up to discriminatory attempts to roll back voting rights in places like Alabama. Alabama, because she's from Alabama. She knows what it's like to not have the right to vote. They're totally, I mean, she's totally against rolling back voting rights. I mean, it's like they're gonna totally stop you from vote. All these Republicans trying to stop you from voting. You gotta vote for her, otherwise you might not get to vote for her the next time. 83. Hillary knows Muslim Americans are helping our community see in our first, last, and best line of defense against radical jihadism. Yes, she's gonna be calling on all the Muslims to go fight all the Muslims in the other countries to stop, radical Islam. Number 84. Unlike the Republicans, Hillary will defend marriage equality nationwide. Remember, Hillary, she will, because, I mean, you gotta imagine, she progressed from thinking that, marriage was only between a man and a woman to same-sex marriage was the best thing ever. Imagine what she's gonna progress to in the next few years. She's gonna, I mean, it's gonna be totally amazing. Everyone's gonna be totally equal when it comes to marriage. 85. She will provide funding to make sure body cameras are available to every police department in America to increase accountability on both sides of the lens. Oh, she has money to. Oh my gosh, she's gonna give money to police for body cameras. She's gonna provide it herself. Gosh, you gotta vote for her. 86. Keith in New Hampshire. You gotta vote for her because Keith is, names that start with the letter K are just the best. 87. She'll expand on campus. Oh, yeah. And scholarships to help students, parents balance going to school with raising a child. Not only Oh, not only is she gonna give you free college, she's gonna give you free child care. And she's gonna give you scholarships to pay for that free college. I don't know how that's gonna work if college is already free, but she's gonna do that. So you gotta vote for her. Number 88. The NRA has never helped Hillary get elected. The NRA. Ugh. Sorry, I'm getting excited. You gotta vote for her because the NRA doesn't help her. That's important, so you gotta vote for her. I mean, the NRA is made up of a whole bunch of individuals. It's not a business like all those businesses that GE, I think, and Goldman Sachs that donate to Hillary Clinton's campaign. The NRA is not a business, but it's a good thing that they don't donate to her campaign. And so you gotta vote for her because of that. Number 89, her first major address as a presidential candidate was a call to end the era of mass incarceration. She's gonna let the prisoners free. She's gonna free the prisoners. And you gotta vote for her. Number 90. She'll fight to end racial profiling in America. She's gonna stop. She's gonna let all these blacks aren't gonna be going to jail for crimes so much anymore because she's gonna end racial profiling. Oh, you gotta vote for her. 91. She'll hold irresponsible gun dealers and manufacturers fully accountable if they endanger Americans. And that includes repealing the gun industry's unique immunity protection. She's gonna make it illegal for guns to shoot people. She's gonna take money from gun dealers and gun manufacturers every time that a gun is used to shoot somebody. So you gotta vote for Hillary. 92. She worked to expand the Family Medical Leave Act, allowing families of those wounded in service to their country to take leave in order to care for their loved ones. The wounded families are going to be taken care of. I don't know why these families are out fighting. People are taking their families out to fight wars, but she totally did that, so you totally have to vote for her. 93, reason number 0093, why we need Hillary. Because the middle class needs a raise, not a tax hike. She's totally not going to raise taxes on the middle class. She's going to give them a raise. Nobody knows how she's going to do it, but she says she's going to give you a raise, so you totally have to vote for her because she's going to get you a raise. 94. Family members who care for ailing parents and grandparents could use some tax relief. She's gonna cut taxes. She's totally gonna cut taxes. I mean, if you're a poor person, your taxes will be cut to care for your ailing parents and grandparents, or if you're rich, your taxes are gonna be cut to pay for your care for your ailing parents and grandparents. No more taxes for the rich. Number 9. That's totally the best reason to vote for her. 95. She has called out Republicans' offensive, inflammatory, anti-Muslim rhetoric because she knows it's against our values as Americans and our national security. Yes. Being offensive is It's not a right. We totally need to vote for Clinton because being offensive is not American value. We got America. It's, people shouldn't be able to talk like that. Yeah, saying that, talking about how you know how saying offensive things about Muslims is is dangerous to national security. So you totally gotta vote for Clinton. So she makes sure nobody says offensive things about Muslims because you wouldn't want to say something offensive, or they might, they might bomb your, business, or come in and shoot up the place if if you try to offend a Muslim, and that'd be dangerous to the national security. Number 96. Because when a company does well, the employees who help produce those profits deserve a share in them, not just CEOs. She's totally gonna, she thinks employees should be paid for work. It's not enough they get a paycheck. They need to get a paycheck. She's gonna make sure employees get a paycheck, not just the CEOs. So you gotta vote for Clinton. Number 97. She believes we should use alternatives to incarceration for low-level nonviolent marijuana users. And she will reschedule marijuana from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 2 substance. She's gonna keep the war on drugs going, but you're just not gonna. You just might not really go to jail for as long. How awesome is that? You have to totally vote for Clinton. You don't know what it means to go from Schedule 1 to Schedule 2 either, but, because she says that, you need to vote for her. Number 98. She's not afraid to call out Republicans for blocking efforts to keep guns from suspected terrorists. Yeah, if the government puts you on a suspected terrorist, list that you can't look at, and you don't really know exists, and there's no way for you to get off that list, you totally shouldn't have the right to keep and bear arms. So you have to vote for Hillary Clinton, cause if they put you on the terrorist watch list, even if it's just by accident, you shouldn't have a gun. Number 99. She helped lead the charge to raise the minimum wage as a senator. She's all about raising the minimum wage. Bernie Bernie Sanders wanted to do it, but since only Hillary Clinton can win, you see here you can vote for Hillary Clinton because she's all about raising the minimum wage because she, you know that you have to vote for her because she led the charge. Number 100. Building international coalitions advances our values, interests, and makes the world safer. Hillary is the only candidate who's actually done it. You know, international coalitions like how she's all about sanctions on places like Iran. That makes Iran really want to work with the United States. That kind of coalition is just gonna help for relationships across the world, and it'll make everything safer. 101. She worked across the aisle to expand healthcare access for members of the National Guard and reservists, making sure those who served and their families had access to healthcare when they returned. Yeah, can you believe it? Those Republicans, they really, the Democrats, the Republicans are all about getting healthcare to, healthcare to people. The Democrats, they were like, oh no, we're not about, affordable health care. The Democrats, just, but Hillary Clinton, no, she stood up. She like, Democrats, we need to work with these Republicans and do, we need, they want to give these National Guard and reservists health care, and we really should make it happen. We shouldn't sit in the background and just vote no. We need to, Hillary Clinton, she stepped out of, got out of all those Democrats that were against the health care for National Guard and reservists. It's like we gotta totally vote for Clinton, Hillary Clinton on that. 102. We should put American families over the gun lobby, and Hillary is not afraid to stand up to the NRA. Cause I mean I don't know how the gun lobby relates to American families, but because of this statement right here, you gotta vote for Hillary Clinton. I mean, come on, it's 2016. Number 103. There are cities across the country that are already leading on climate change, so she'll launch a clean energy challenge that will form new partnerships with states, cities, and rural communities. She's gonna partner. She's gonna make partnerships, and partnerships is just gonna be totally good. She's gonna go, hey, I want to be your partner. And they're gonna be like, I do too. And they're like, oh yes, this is gonna be great. We're now partners, and when people are partners, it's just everything's great. And they're gonna be like, hey, clean energy, and yeah, we're all since we're partners, we're clean energy, and so we totally have to vote for Hillary Clinton because she's gonna just everyone just wants to be a partner with her. 104. She'll ban the box so people who have a past conviction can get a fair shot at employment. I know nobody knows what that means there, but you know, she's gonna make sure that if you committed a crime, you're gonna you should totally get to go to get a job after getting out of jail. But no, she won't let you. She won't restore your gun rights, but you know she'll totally make sure you can get a job. They'll totally make those business, force those businesses to give you a job. I mean, kind of wonder if if you want to go work at a gun store. I mean, she wants to make sure that you can't get your gun, but she'll make sure you can work at a gun store. Number 105. When Hillary was Secretary of State, the U.S. extended antiretroviral therapy, which helps HIV/AIDS patients live longer, healthier lives to 78 countries. She is going to use your tax dollars to make and give it to other countries. She's going to give your tax dollars to other countries. And that's why you need to vote for her, because that's what the U.S. is all about is foreign aid. We need to totally get in control how the actions of other countries, and we need to give all of this money that would normally go to pay for the health care of veterans to these other countries. So that's why you have to totally vote for Hillary Clinton. 106. Businesses should be encouraged to train and hire apprentices. Yes, because that should happen, you need to vote for Hillary Clinton. That just, that's just something that should happen. And that means you need to vote for Hillary Clinton. Number 107. The nation's leading advocates for gun violence prevention have said Hillary's plan is the right strategy. The nation's leading advocates, I mean, leading advocates like that. I mean, come on, that one lady that's currently getting Katie Couric. I mean, I'll bet you, she's one of those leading advocates. You know, she knows that Hillary's plan is the right strategy, and if Katie Couric, you can trust Katie Couric to know that Hillary Clinton is definitely the right choice. 108. Because women's rights are human rights. I mean, gosh. What other reason do you need to vote for Hillary Clinton? It's just, women, women's rights. I mean, Hillary Clinton, I mean, isn't it obvious? 109. Because even when people didn't want her to go to China and stand up for human rights at the 1995 UN Conference on Women in Beijing, she did it anyway. Hillary Clinton went to China. I mean, lots of people. I know lots of people that have gone to China, but I mean, if Hillary Clinton did it, you totally have to vote for her, though. I mean, gosh. 110, because a women's place is in the White House. Yes. I mean, vaginas. I mean, it's just, it's 2016. It's just time to put a woman there. I mean, you just, you know, women just should be in the White House. I mean, I don't see why anyone would want to think different. Hillary, vote. You totally need to vote for her. And 111, Donald Trump. I mean, enough said. I mean, it's obvious. Donald Trump, so Hillary Clinton. 112. Reason number 0112. Why we need Hillary. Because little girls should grow up in an America where they can be anything they want to be, including President of the United States. Yes, everyone, if anything, understand this. If you vote for Hillary Clinton, your daughter can become President of the United States. Yes, if your little girls. I mean, I know you're all. I know most of us Clinton voters are uh what do they call us? Hipsters that will never ever have a child. And I know that most of us Hillary Clinton voters just abort children. Oh, they didn't miss that. They missed that there, that Hillary Clinton is totally about abortion. They didn't put that on the list. So I'll have to add that to the list. But, 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 yeah, even though most of us that will definitely vote for Hillary will never ever have a child, you just need to vote for her, because if you were, if you happen to accidentally have a child, I mean, she would have to be a girl because women are the best. I mean, you have to totally vote for Hillary Clinton. And there you have it. All the reasons why you need to vote for Hillary Clinton. Yes, Hillary Clinton's the best.